Yeah, obviously it's been a tough couple of days for us, and we're probably a long way behind the game. So, the best way we can approach it is just try to start tomorrow as fresh as we can, and get these 6 wickets as quick as we can. But obviously, right now it's as I said, we're a long way behind the game. The opposition have played very well, and we haven't played as well as we could have. There's no doubt about that. So, get these 6 wickets and hopefully get our batters back in and try to make sure we put a pretty good account of ourselves with the bat. And who knows, when day 4 comes around, day 5, if we can be somewhere in front of the English team, you never know.
Do you think bowlers like Dilruwan and Vanidu bowled way below than their expectations?
Yeah, there's no doubt they've bowled better than they have than today. There's no doubt about that. I think the opposition put us under some pressure. I thought Joe Root batted very well, and the young kid on debut was very good as well. So he put a bit of pressure on us, but what we didn't do is just execute our skill over and over again. We've sort of talked about how important executing our skill over and over again. So we didn't really do that. MB was very good, but we didn't have enough support from the other end. We've talked long and hard about making sure 2 bowlers are bowling in partnerships and putting pressure on the batters. We just didn't do that today, but hopefully we can do that tomorrow morning and get some early wickets. But again, the batting from Joe Root was exceptional, and as I said, the young fella on debut was very good.
Sachin, there is 2 journalists online. Just take them inside. Richard Gibson. That's Ali Mati. Just admit him. Switch off your cameras. Okay, who's going to ask the next question? We do have Andrew Feeder. You can ask.
David, can you just talk about? I mean, obviously Joe Root put a lot of pressure back on the Sri Lanka bowlers. Can you kind of talk us through how he did that, and how kind of the bowlers responded, especially Dilruwan and Wandu? Just talk us through that battle that they had with Joe Root a little bit.
Well, I think Joe's obviously a seasoned player, and he's got a really good game plan. He understands how to play spin really well. He's done some even more work on his technique against spin. He looked so good, and it just him being so comfortable at the crease puts pressure on the bowler straight away. He plays back quite deep, so it's hard to sort of put pressure on him. And then as soon as you try to get up a bit fuller, he uses his feet and hits the ball down the ground. He also sweeps very good, so he's always sort of putting pressure on the bowler that way. He's hard to sort of get into a groove and bowl one length, because he tries to put you off that by going deep in his crease or coming at you, or again sweeping. So he's been very good at that, and our guys haven't been good enough to sort of combat him. That's been frustrating. At times we've looked like, with a couple of LBW appeals could have gone our way, would have been nice, but they didn't. But he's looked in complete control, and Wanadu and Dilruwan just haven't been able to get consistently in the right area enough.
Damit, you can ask.
David, Asif Fernando is just playing his second game, and we saw from his 8 overs, some overs which were bowled during the 50 to 60th over, he got some reverse swing. Is it one of the reasons why he was picked ahead of players like Vishwa and Dushmantha for this test?
Yeah, there was a few different reasons why that selection went. We just thought he was someone that could attack the stumps with more regularity and maybe get some more ball, lesser bounce, so the ball skidding into the stumps and the ability to go reverse swing. He's probably a little bit quicker than Vishwa as well, so we probably went for that. We could have obviously gone with Dushi, but the selectors sort of went with Asitha, and Asitha bowled very well in his one test in South Africa, so I think that's why they went that way. He was a bit sick today with a bit of a stomach illness, so he wasn't at his best as well, so that didn't help. But I think with his reverse swing and his pace and his ability to hit the stumps, it's probably the reasons they went with him.
We are going for two more questions. One from David.
Hi, Sakes. Good to see you. Just a quick question about how you felt your bowlers cope with Dan Lawrence, the guy on debut. Do you think you put him under enough pressure? The guy coming in for his first Test innings, or not?
Well, our first 10 deliveries to him were very poor, and that was pretty disappointing from where we sat. You know, obviously, person coming in for his debut, you want to put as much pressure on you. I think we bowled a half tracker, a full toss. In the first 10 deliveries, I think we bowled three full tosses and 2 or 3 half trackers, which, you know, if you're in your debut and you're off your mark and you're 10 off about 10 balls, you probably sort of feel pretty comfortable, and we didn't make him uncomfortable at all, and that was really disappointing from sitting where I sat, that didn't happen. You know, when you come to a place like Sri Lanka and you're making your debut and you've got spinner with some fielders around the bat, usually it's one of the most daunting places to come. But you know, as I said, we gifted him some easy balls to get him his innings going, and then he did get his innings going, and he looked really comfortable at the crease. So he looked a really good player, but we made it quite easy for him at the start, which was, you know, very disappointing.
Thanks.
I don't see any more questions. We are wrapping up. Thank you very much, David, and also the journalist.
Thank you.